Thanks for the support as a channel member, Ethic in my hair. Yes, I'm still very much in danger of being sacked in today's episode, but moving away from that for just a second, just a quick announcement to let you know. I should have done this a little bit earlier, but I keep forgetting. If you follow me on Twitter, which you should, you'll already know about it. But we are just about to hit half term, which means I need to go back into my holiday schedule, which if you were around at Christmas, you'll remember means for the next week, we're going to be doing just one Football Manager video a day. It'll be rotating back and forth between Non-League to Legend and Born at 4 o'clock. There'll be some Civilization stuff thrown in there as well for those of you who are enjoying that. But yeah, there's no way for me to do 2 FM videos a day daily with the kids at home and with VidCon London coming next weekend as well. It's a busy week. So we'll be back to normal in a week's time. For next week, just the one video a day, which is probably going to be job hunting, let's be honest. Hello and welcome to Club 4, Part 9 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have a Premier League game at home against Everton, who are they're a potential banana skin, similar to Southampton and Norwich and Brighton previously. There's a good chance we might lose this, which could in turn result in a sacking. I'm down to a D for my manager performance, which is the lowest I've got to. I suspect, regardless of what happens, there's a good chance of me getting sacked at the end of the season. We do only have a couple of Premier League games left, but in the second half of the episode, we have the second leg of the Europa League semi-final against Chelsea. And I think defeating that is when I'll be given the heave-ho to give any potential new manager the last couple of games of the season. You'll see we went here with the 4-3-3, but still not having a proper holding midfielder. I tried Milenkovic there, which, I mean, he was fine, but they got a player sent off 10 minutes from the end and then still scored the winning goal in the 89th minute. We kept the game nice and tight. Who knows? We've got an away goal going into the second leg. There's always a chance that we could have a very unlikely route into the Champions League this season, which would be the perfect ending, really. Get Spurs into the Champions League regardless after all this nonsense has gone on. I am taking some things under advisement from the comments section. There's been a couple of things that have happened. Thing number one, I did sack Matt Harrold, my long-serving assistant manager, and actually brought the guy back who was the assistant manager before I arrived. This chap was here. Hold on, let's have a look at his history. He was here right up until... pretty much the day I took the job, and he was involved in the team that very nearly won the league last year. The whole staff needs an overhaul. If I am still here in the summer, it's definitely a job that needs doing. We've got loads of vacancies, and I mean, my director of football has been told to sort this problem out, but looking at the staff looking like that and looking at all the vacancies, what is he actually doing? Why is he not? Why is he not? Just why is he not? So I've done that. I've also tweaked the tactic a little bit, and we're going with the central midfield stylings that I use for England, which is a ball-winning midfielder and a box-to-box midfielder. Even though we don't have anyone who can do ball-winning midfielder, we're going to try Haidara there today, and we're going to try moving our playmaker a little bit further forward to play in behind the striker to try and just create something a little bit more. That would be nice. So this is the team we're putting out there for the Everton game. We've got Pickford in goal, a back four of Sessegnon, Banfalvi, Van Hoesten and Milenkovic, Haidara and Rott in midfield, Maddison, Gibbs-White, Correa behind Kane up front. Let's get into the game and imagine if this is the answer. All we needed to do was move that playmaker. If that is all it is, I've definitely fallen out with Football Manager. Right, we can give them I might even do an aggressive. We owe Everton, just scream at them from the start. They're used to me screaming at them at the end of games at the moment. I've never tried screaming at them pre-match. So, it'll shock them into life. It seems to have been quite effective. There's a lot more green there pre-match than there normally is. Perhaps I'd like to think the players are just watching me slowly lose my mind. I've gone from being this calm, collected manager at the start of the season who came in with an idea in mind and just wanted to implement it and was doing it calmly, to he's randomly changing stuff. He's just sacked his best mate and now he's screaming at us before the match has even started. What is going on with this crazy chair-loving lunatic? But talking of chairs, look at how many you can see in this stadium. This is ridiculous. Harry Kane's forgotten which direction the goal is in. Gibbs White with the cross, looking for Kane again, can't find him. Banfalvi's there, looking to collect, but Banfalvi's one of the best young centre-backs in the world, but don't expect him to create very much from a situation like that. Milenkovic finds Rott from the throw. It eventually finds its way through to Correa, who crosses to Kane, and Kane scores. He might not know which way to head a football, but he still knows which way to kick one. I think that's how everybody describes Harry Kane. And it's 1-0 to Spurs, a 19th goal of the season for Kane. He is such a frustration because he is still one of the top scorers in the division. He does still score plenty of goals, but he just doesn't seem to do a lot else. And I kind of feel as a lone striker, we need a little bit more than that. But the important thing is we're 1-0 up against a team who are only just below us in the league. These are exactly the kind of games we wouldn't be scoring in until this point. So maybe the masterstroke of Gibbs White as the playmaker and a more tough tackling, crunching midfield, a more hard-working midfield, it might be the difference maker that we needed. I just can't. If that's all that needed changing, I don't understand the game. Which I know a lot of you are saying, yeah, Kev, we know you don't understand the game, but I do. I think I understand it a little bit. You know, these series, although there's always bumps along the way, every series I've ever done on YouTube has ended. Every proper series, we're not talking about beta stuff, but every main series, spoilers, has ended with a Champions League win. So it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. We get there in the end, but I feel like we might never get there with Spurs. But this is perhaps the low point that we need. This last episode was our lowest low, and now it's all going to be up from here. James Maddison trying to show me that he's also part of the answer to this problem that I've inflicted on myself. But I do like the romantic idea of we start a turnaround today. Yesterday we were this close to getting fired, but today we start a turnaround. We get through to the Europa League final. We win the Europa League tomorrow. We have a good summer, and then we start next season with a few more fresh faces, maybe some of this deadwood cleared out, still in the Champions League and ready to push on and have a proper title push, and just forget this ever happened. We just had a bit of a dodgy start. Remember, Alex Ferguson had a bit of a dodgy start at Manchester United, and I'm often compared with Alex Ferguson. Not just because I love gum, which I don't. I don't like gum at all. It makes me want to... When I chew gum, as soon as it loses its flavour, I want to be sick. So you could argue that's the one way I'm the opposite of Alex Ferguson. But that's the only... Other than that, we are basically the same manager. Certainly the same person, I would say. Basically the same person. Right, half-time has come and gone. We are still 1-0 up. We're not looking spectacular, but we're keeping the game under control. We've had more shots. We've had more chances. We've had more possession, more corners. You know, we're controlling the game. We're ahead on every stat. It would just be nice for us to be another goal ahead, because as nice as all this stuff is, it would take a second for Everton to go and grab an equaliser, and then none of that matters. We've gone beyond the point where it matters if we play well. We just need to grind out results now. Right, Maddison hasn't played well today, so Sancho is going to come on for him. Haidara, believe it or not having a very nice day, being asked to play in a position he absolutely can't do. But look how much worse at it Gravenberch is. Look how much worse at it. I guess Rott is slightly better at it than Gravenberch, so we'll do them that way round. Neither of them at all comfortable in the roles they're being asked to play in central midfield. If this is the answer, I think we need a complete change in midfield. And yes, Gravenberch and Rott are lovely, talented young players, as shown by Rott there with a goal to put us 2-0 up. But if they're players that aren't going to fit into our system, we'll have to cash in and go out and buy a couple of tough tackling central midfielders. That's what we want. Give the attackers the freedom to go and do what they want. I think I am probably getting a little bit ahead of myself, planning transfers at a team I'm almost certainly going to get sacked by. But, you know, I can dream a little bit. We're going to bring Kawamata on from Milenkovic for the last 10 minutes or so, and I am going to drop a little bit of praise. We're 2-0 up against a team who probably would have come into this quite fancying beating us. We're not actually a million miles away from Liverpool. I know a 5th place finish is not really any different from a 6th place finish, but for a little bit of context, and I know the board don't care, they asked for Champions League, but pre-season, the media predicted 5th place. And now, I mean, we're definitely going to be at least 6th. We're there or thereabouts, according to what the media thought we'd do this year. So as much as it's been a bit of a doom and gloom season, certainly in this second half, and I could still get sacked at the end of this episode if things don't go well against Chelsea, in the grand scheme of things, if I were to stay here for the next 10 years and win everything, when the historians are looking back on my time here at Spurs, they'll just go, they'd just call it a slow start, finishing 6th. It wouldn't be seen as a disastrous start, I don't think. We hammered Everton. This is good. We've won 3 of our last 5 league games. Rot is in form. Everything is looking good. Everything bodes well as we head towards the Chelsea game. They're still glum and on a D. Come on, cheer up, lads. So the big one then, the Chelsea game, and I have made a couple of changes. Kawamata comes in at right back. Sancho comes in on the left-hand side of midfield, with Maddison dropping down to the bench. How I would love to have Hudson-Odoi available for this game, because he would absolutely be in on that left-hand side and would just destroy them, because he's scored against Chelsea every time we've played against them since I've been, which, I mean, I've only been at Spurs a year. How have we played Chelsea multiple times? Let's see if what I'm saying is true. Hudson-Odoi scored there. Hudson-Odoi scored there. So yeah, the 2 times we've played them, and he's been in the team, he's scored. If he'd have kept that going, it would have been 2-2 in the first leg, and then we'd have been happy. But no, he's injured. Oh, I'm so nervous. Genuinely think this is, I mean, this match will have only one of 2 outcomes. We'll either win it or lose it. Oh, that analysis is spot on, Kev. Good work. I'm going to be angry again. They love pre-match. They love Crazy Kev. Pre-match Crazy Kev. But I think if we win it, I genuinely believe we'll go on and win the tournament. We'll be in the Champions League next year, and we'll all pretend this season never happened. If we lose this game, I do think I will be sacked immediately afterwards. I don't think they'll even let me drive my company car back home from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to the hall of chairs that I live in. And Banfalvi, I mean, I said in the last match, what's the use in him having the ball just there? And he proved it again there. Correa, though, with a free kick. Banfalvi, he's trying to prove me wrong. He's going to be the goal scorer, isn't he? We've had a bright start here, boys and girls. It's Correa with another corner. Still only 6 minutes on the clock. And Sancho forcing a save out of Donnarumma in the Chelsea goal. And now it looks like we're pinning them back again, although it is them who've got the ball, so presumably they're about to start an attack. But in fact, it goes all the way back to Pickford, and Pickford hopefully isn't going to do anything dumb. Plays it to Van Hoesten, not particularly dumb. Banfalvi. Why is this a highlight? It worries me that something stupid is about to happen. Gibbs White. Ball over the top to Kane. What a pass from Gibbs White, and what a goal from Harry Kane. My word. What a pass from Morgan's Gibbs White. Every single person who's been telling me he isn't any good and I should be playing Maddison ahead of him, I just want to send you all a gif of that pass to just play over and over and over again. That's my response to why Gibbs White has been in the team, because I knew he had that moment in him. And crazy as it may sound after the season we've had, as of right now, we are ahead in the tie. 1-0 up on the night, 2-2 on aggregate, but with that away goal. Obviously, still a long, long way to go in this match. But at the moment, I can sit here and dream. They might be about to wreck my dream. Wow. Okay. I don't mind that at all. I can live with them shooting like that all day long. If it turns out that moving the playmaker slightly further forward is what will turn this team around, I don't know whether I'll be happy or furious that this game can be that temperamental, because I don't see how it can have that much of an impact on the way the entire team plays. Correa skips past his marker beautifully and shoots, but it's fairly tame and straight into the arms of awaiting Donnarumma. Kane is probably going to be quite frustrated that there was no cross incoming from there. Chelsea now with the corner. Van Houston heads clear, but only as far as a Chelsea shirt on the edge of the area. But Aidara proving he's the ball-winning midfielder we all knew he was. Wins it back, finds Kane, and Kane is through. And Kane with a decent effort, but a good save again from Donnarumma. He's not really the goalkeeper we wanted to see in goal for the opposition today. I've heard he's quite good. Correa with a corner. And Banfalvia I need to fix these corners so he's not the man picking up the scraps on the edge of the area from these corners. He's a big centre-back. He should be in there trying to win the ball. Gibbs-White's done brilliantly again here. Gibbs-White. Oh, if he'd have scored that, I'd knight him because that would have been absurd. They've had their defensive midfielder, Ampadu, has had a yellow. In fact, they're accumulating a lot of yellow cards, I've just noticed. Chelsea are on the ropes. They're flailing. But similar situation, we're going to just do a calm, don't get complacent. Similar to the situation with the Everton game, but even more so with this one, because obviously an equaliser for Chelsea in the match puts them ahead in the tie. One goal is fine. Controlling the game is fine, but we're just a moment away from having it all ruined. So we do need that second goal. And here's Sessegnon on the overlap. Loads of space. Donnarumma has spilled it, and Sancho's there for the rebound, but can only hit it into the post. Although actually there must have been another save in there because we've got a corner. It's with Correa again. Corner, in-swinger, headed clear, but only as far as Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White has done brilliantly to keep hold of the ball. He is playing out of his skin. Van Houston. How is Gibbs-White only on a 6.9? His control and passing today has been fantastic. But it is a Chelsea highlight. Again, they're building from their own half. This is where we need to be winning the ball back because a Chelsea goal here, I think, probably knocks the stuffing out of us. It will certainly knock the stuffing out of me. My stuffing is very close to the edge at the moment after the season that we've had. I have very fragile confidence. Sessegnon can't win the header, and luckily Chelsea they're not really shooting on target so far today, which is good. But still, goodness me, do I want a second goal. Right, what are we going to do? Correa and Rott are my targets, I think. Rott can come off, Gravenberch can come on for him, and then Correa can come off. I'm not going to bring Greenwood on. I'm actually going to bring James Maddison on, which allows Sancho to go over to the right-hand side. The game keeps telling me he's better on the left, so I keep playing him there. Evidence suggests actually he might be better on the right, so we'll give him some time on the right. Hold on, we're going to watch this free kick before we do the next substitution. Maddison with the free kick and Sancho with another header. Sancho's had some chances today, but Donnarumma is playing very, very well in goal for Chelsea. And I feel my final change coming on, but I just don't know what to do. I guess Dele Alli for Gibbs-White maybe, or Greenwood for Sancho. I think we might do Greenwood for Sancho because Sancho is getting a lot of chances, and I'd like to think if Greenwood gets the same chances as a striker, who is, he's in relatively good form, although Kane's back to keeping him out of the side again and rewarding me for doing that. I'd like to, no, don't tackle, but now tackle. No, not with 10 minutes to go. Not like this. We're showing signs of life. This isn't the way for a job to end. Spurs board, if you're watching. We're finally starting to look like a half-decent side. Don't take it all away from me now. Right. We're going drastic. This might be so stupid. But in the circumstances, I'm almost tempted to do this. But get one of them further forward. You want to go further forward. Go further forward. Is that really dumb? It gets all four of them in their best position. The problem is we don't have any width at all. We've obviously got Sessegnon on this side. Gravenberch can actually play as a Mezzala, which I think, is that the one that moves out wide? Likes to drift wide. So that might actually be a better role for him, just drifting out there. So Gravenberch then covers this area. Sessegnon covers this area. And we almost go three at the back. What else do we do? More direct. Get the ball forward more. Attacking width. We do want to be quite narrow. Wow. 10 minutes to save my job. Doing a system I've never used before. Welcome to Kev. Oh, score a goal. Score an actual goal, you bunch of idiots. What is happening? Why are we not getting a highlight? Right, this is the wrong team's got the ball. Win the ball back. Win the ball back. I mean, this is coaching now. He wins the ball back. Haidara, big ball forward. This is our more direct passing that I asked for. I forgot to mention, try and find the white shirts, though, because just lumping it forward like that is stupid. There's 6 minutes of time added on. We've just seen from the fourth official. And the crowd is roaring the team on. But Chelsea have the ball. Sessegnon wins it back, though. And here's Mason Greenwood, all £350,000 a week of him, and he can't shoot straight. That I want a refund. Who's he clapping? He was clapping after that. My word. What can we do? What can we do? I've paused it. There's 3 minutes left. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get sacked. I love my big house. Fiddlesticks. Well. I've got such an expensive mortgage to pay. Oh, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. I think I'm about to get fired. I've fired them up. Fired being the appropriate word here. Have I been fired? I've not been immediately sacked. I might just hit continue once or twice more. Just to see. I mean, they've got to sack me, haven't they? Where is actual... I want to see the actual confidence thing that we used to get. We're just waiting now. Still not been sacked. Job security. I'm very insecure. I don't see that. Maybe they'll keep me around to the end of the season and then sack me. I guess a lot is going to depend on what happens in these last 2 league games. So I wasn't planning on showing you them as part of a video, but I guess I now have to, because I could conceivably get sacked after either of them. And you've got to be here for the sacking. So we've got Swansea and Birmingham. It doesn't look like they're sacking me before the Swansea game, because why wait until the Saturday morning and then decide to sack me? Sack me Thursday night. They are not going to sack me before this next game. So the story continues. I cling to the job by the skin of my teeth, he says, waiting for the sack to just come through on the next one of these news things that comes through. No. Weird. We'll see how we get on in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Because, yeah, tomorrow. Every other day starts tomorrow. We'll start with Non-League to Legend, then Born on Sunday, and then Non-League to Legend again on Monday. You'll figure it out. It'll be pretty clear. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.